I will ever drive into Canada again.
I give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same.
Hi, we're going to Canada. I'm gonna cross right over the border. I've never driven across the border before, so I thought I'd take you guys along with me. I'm driving in my Jeep. I cleaned everything out. Everything's all nice and clean. Got my Jurassic decals and everything, so if I get into any accidents, it'll be really embarrassing because it'll be like it was the Jurassic girl. The traffic I hear is very bad in Toronto. I finished making my wine, by the way. I siphoned it out and put it in the new container, and now it just needs to sit. And it's tasting real good. I would have put a bunch of cardamom in a little bit later, so it's cardamom pineapple wine. And it's a really unique taste. Gotta stock up on gas before we get into Canada. I don't know if there's any different road rules or anything for Canada. I know that I need to bring my passport, and I know they do like a border check. But I'm gonna take you guys along with me and just show you the process. I hear it's pretty easy. So. It's been a while since I've driven. It's gonna be a long drive. And it's weird. Every time I go back on the road, I'm just nervous. I've been on the road for like an hour. I think we're going to kind of go through Niagara Falls, and I've never been there. I don't really want to stop. We're headed into New York, that water thing happening again underneath UQ, but I'm just going to ignore it like everyone said to. Everyone's like, you're crazy. Oh, ouch. Before I went international and drove, because I need to practice these type of situations while driving. Oh, we're in Canada. I don't know what this display your card thing means. Pennsylvania.
Where are you headed to?
It's Toronto.
What's the purpose of your trip there?
Just visiting.
Are you visiting someone?
I'm going there by myself.
Okay. When did you plan to come here?
What?
When did you make the plan to come to Canada?
Just like a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Do you know when you're going back to the U.S.?
Like 3 days.
Have you ever been to Canada before?
Yeah, I've been to Montreal.
What was when did you go there?
It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
So other than your clothing, what else do you have coming with you into the country?
Just some cameras.
Any alcohol or tobacco with you? Any firearms or weapons? Any cash currency equal to or greater than $10,000 Canadian? What kind of things are you going to do? Do you have a plan of what you want to see?
Oh, I want to get a tattoo.
Do you have an appointment for the tattoo already? When is your appointment?
Tomorrow.
All set.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. It always makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though like Okay, so that's how you cross the border. I do it so you know. I don't know what the speed limit is. It's 100 kilometers per hour, but I don't know what that means. I'm guessing it's like 70 to 80. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. I feel good about it. And I figured out though that I never realized because I had no need of it. There's the kilometers per miles underneath the miles per hour on my dash. Or you know! I was sweating for so long. I just made it to my Airbnb, so let's check this out together. It's so nice and cool in here. This is really nice. I mean, it's a basement. Look. It's so cute and affordable. Cool. This is nice and big. I wanted to get an Airbnb because I knew it was going to be hot and humid. And after I get a tattoo, I'm not going to want to sleep in a really humid hot car. It's just not sanitary. So I got an Airbnb for 2 nights. And then I'm going to drive back. That drive was brutal. You guys were not joking about Toronto traffic. I might just Uber to my tattoo appointment tomorrow because driving in that with no AC, having to turn the heat on sometimes. Good morning. No matter what way I try to swing this, getting into the middle of Toronto is going to be expensive. If I take an Uber there, it's like $50 or $40. I can't drive Yuki in Toronto. I'm not good at street parking. I haven't street parked for, I don't know the last time I street parked. I'm gonna bite the bullet and get an Uber into Toronto. And it's also gonna take an hour. I mean, really, I'm only 13 miles away from where I'm supposed to be, but like I said, because of traffic, I've been out of the city life for a while now, and like my experiences in the cities, like in Denver and stuff, it just brings so much anxiety. And not that I'm opposed to living in cities, but when you have a vehicle, American big cities, to me, they're just so stressful. This isn't a nature visit, and I wish that it was, and I'm sorry that it's not for you guys. I'm really excited to go to this particular tattoo shop. It's called Han Tattoo Studio. They do amazing work, and they've been really kind and generous to me. So I'm really excited. And to have a Canada tattoo, woohoo! But we should go because I'm probably gonna be late. This tattoo was one of the longest tattoos I've ever gotten, at around 8 hours, but I had an amazing tattoo artist in Lang, and he was so kind and comforting the entire process.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is a very big piece to get all in one sitting, and we didn't completely finish it, but we finished it enough. It looks good though. Because I was at my limit for pain. I feel good. I made a spontaneous eye exam appointment today because I couldn't get an eye exam near where I'm from because everything was booked up for like a month, so I was just like, I'll just do it because I'm in a big city. So I'm just gonna go get an eye exam. I don't really have the time to do it, or the energy. I have no energy. I already made the appointment, so I'm just gonna do it. When you soberly do a huge tattoo like that, it's gonna hurt so incredibly bad. And it's quite swollen, and it's very hard to sleep. It's gonna look fantastic when it's all nice and healed. Octopus is ready to drive though. It's just ready to go. Judging by what it looked like when I was driving here, traffic is gonna be bad, especially into America. I feel like it's gonna be a lot harder that way than it was to get in. I don't feel like going to Niagara Falls. There's a lot of congestion. We just need to get home, and I don't want to get gas here, so my mission is to, fuck you now, is to get out of Canada without getting gas. There's people right there just drove up through the grass to go up there. We've been in traffic for, I don't know, like an hour now. Like, this is excruciating, especially for me, because I have to have the heat on. Like I said, Yuki doesn't really overheat unless, you know, we're sitting in traffic for copious amounts of time. And I don't want to figure out if she gets in the red, so I don't let it go there. And that's why I turn the heat on when we're sitting. And also, don't do like I did and try and get out without getting gas, because now that could screw me over. I need to get over. No one's letting me in. I can see it. This is not a good system at all. Just need to force my way in. Get it right here. Driving into Canada, or into the US from Canada, it's a long wait. See some waterfalls. I don't know what fall that is, but it's pretty nice. Don't even have to stop, just sitting in traffic.
What's your citizenship?
USA?
What were you doing in Canada?
Getting a tattoo?
I can't hear. Can you turn that off?
Turn the car off?
Yeah, it's engine. I can't hear you.
I was getting a tattoo.
Okay, how long were you in Canada for?
2 days.
And where's home?
Pennsylvania.
Were you in Canada with anybody else? Any alcohol, tobacco, food, THC products of any kind coming across the border? Alright. Good day.
Thank you. USA is rude. All right, we're in New York now. That was brutal. That was brutal. We made it. That was a true test for Yuki. The longest I've ever sat in traffic before. She did well. Now we're back in the USA, New York. Getting the tattoo yesterday and having to sit there for about 8 or so hours while being in pain. Today, it's helped me to be grateful that I just have to sit there without my skin being torn apart. And the octopus is doing well. New little addition to the fam. Fill up my water. I don't think I will ever drive into Canada again, unless I was going for a longer trip. Like if I was going there for like weeks, that's fine, because then I could have time to recover and prepare myself for sitting in traffic for hours. But even still, I think flying it is just easier from the route that I took anyways. I don't know what the other ports into Canada or out of Canada is like. Yuki did so good. I'm so impressed that she just sat in traffic like that and didn't like, I did have the heat on for a lot of it, but even still, like she did really well. I should get this tattoo out of the sun. Anyways, I am about a couple hours from home now and I'm just gonna drive home. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Thank you so much for coming with me to Canada to get this badass tattoo. Next adventure, we're gonna do camping. We're gonna do nature. I need to get back out into nature and I hope that you'll join me. More adventures to come. I trust Yuki again. Stay extraterrestrial and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.